Hello, everyone. Once again, welcome to our fifth episode already of our May webinar series. AI in marketing, what the data tells us and what the future demands. Once again, I'm _𝐮𝐸, founder of Quiet Marketing, a certified marketing professional and a proud member of Sales and Marketing Institute Philippines. I've been doing marketing webinars for 2 years now and recently founded Quiet Marketing as an avenue for aspiring marketers like me and entrepreneurs. So, just a few friendly reminders before we begin. Please do engage in our live chat and let us know where you are tuning in. The Solvent Teen is safe and professional space for everyone. You can drop your questions as early as now, and I'll be happy to address it later on in the live chat after our discussion. Also, shout out your friends and your school, of course, and don't forget to say adios before we end. This is your unconventional webinar. No fluff marketing, no long intros, no blah blah blah. Just straight to the point marketing insights that saves you time and energy because we know that your time is valuable. All right, so let's see what the marketing phase looks like now because we cannot just simply jump in with AI without knowing what's up with the market today, right? So let's break down the old school marketing, the direct attribution to scaling traffic. So let's take, for example, you're running a milk tea stand, and then you put up a sign that says, buy one milk tea, get one free. And then you notice that 20 more people show up than usual. So it's clear the sign directly caused more people to come. So this is what we call direct attribution. Now, in the past, marketing worked similarly. Businesses would run ads and track exactly how many people click on them and made a purchase. It was a straightforward. You could see a direct link between the ad, the sign, and the sales or the people buying milk tea. So the main goal here was to scale traffic. So meaning to get as many people as possible to visit your store, your website through clear trackable actions. Trigger of the traffic was your specific promotion. Now, in modern marketing, this is already the shift. It shifted from indirect attribution to scaling attention. So now let's say instead of putting up a promotional sign, you start sharing fun stories and engaging content about the benefits of milk tea on social media. And then people start liking, sharing, and talking about your posts. Over time, more people come to your stand, but it's harder to pinpoint exactly which post or interaction led them there. So this is indirect attribution. And today's marketing focuses more on scaling attention rather than scaling traffic. Building relationships and creating content that engages people, even if we can directly trace each sale back to a specific action. So it's about nurturing a community and establishing a trust. So when someone decides they want milk, they think of your stand first, even if they can't remember exactly why. So why are we talking about this? Why the shift? People nowadays are bombarded with ads daily and have become more selective about what they pay attention to, and direct sales pitches can feel intrusive. So businesses are now focusing on creating value and engaging content that attracts customers organically. So it's like making your milk tea stand the go-to spot because people love the experience, not just because of a one-time deal. Okay. So in summary, direct attribution to scaling traffic, it's clear cause and effect. You do something like an ad and you can directly see the results like increased visitors. With indirect attribution to scaling attention, building awareness. It's about building awareness and relationships over time. And your efforts, it creates a buzz. And while you can always trace back to a single action, you see overall growth and engagement. Okay? There. So now that we know what the next marketing phase looks like in 2025 and in the coming years, here's a new marketing reality. Marketing in 2025 is no longer just about numbers, it's about attention, right? So there we talked about indirect attribution to scaling attention. And the technical side is being automated. And the competitive edge now lies in human creativity and strategic thinking. So let's now unpack why this shift matters. Okay, so according to Kieran Flanagan of HubSpot's SVP of Marketing, instead of scaling, we need to scale attention. So that's not just a catchy line, it's a reflection of how deeply the marketing landscape is changing and AI is taking over the heavy lifting. Okay, reporting, performance tracking, A/B testing, and even campaign executions. That's the science of marketing. And it's getting smarter, faster, and more automated. So if machines are now doing what used to take up 60 to 70% of our time, what does that leave us with? It leaves us with the part that can't be automated. It's the craft. It's the ideas, the stories, the emotions, and the strategy. These are the things that still need you. Now let's back that up with the data from HubSpot's 2025 report. AI tools are now widely used for content generation, research, and performance analysis. Marketers report feeling overwhelmed, not because they lack tools, but because they expected to think bigger, faster, and more creatively. The report also shows that 92% of marketers say that AI has already impacted their role, and over a third say very significantly. So the top trend using AI to turn text into multi-model campaigns, but that's just the execution. It still takes a human to direct that execution toward meaningful audience first goals. The reality is if your focus is still just chasing traffic, you're playing last year's game. So attention is scarcer than ever. And in this AI driven world, the most human marketers win. And it's not about doing more, it's about doing what only you can do. Okay? So now that we've established the new reality that AI is automating the science of marketing and leaving us with the creative edge, the next logic is what exactly is AI doing for marketers right now? So where is it already making an impact and how are professionals like you and me are actually using it in our day-to-day workflows? So let's break it down. Um, AI isn't just a futuristic concept. It's already embedded in how we brainstorm, produce, and analyze marketing work. So it's not replacing marketers, it's augmenting us. Okay, so when we talk about AI in marketing, many people immediately think of flashy tools or fully automated campaigns. But the real shift is in the practical, everyday tasks. So AI is quietly becoming a co-pilot in our workflow. It helps marketers become faster, sharper, and more efficient without necessarily changing jobs or titles. So it's not replacing your role, it's changing how you do your role. Okay, so let's go through the most common high impact use cases. So we have writing a copy. So whether it's an ad headline or using email subjects, product descriptions, or even long form blog posts, AI helps marketers now to beat writer's block. Test multiple versions and draft faster. Tools like ChatGPT, Jasper, and Copy.ai are already part of the many content teams toolkits. Okay, so we also have brainstorming content. Sometimes you just need a spark. AI can act like a collaborator too to help you ideate blog topics, webinar titles, social media angles, and creative themes. It's especially useful when you're targeting new audiences or testing a new platform. So, one of the most game-changing shifts also analyzing data. Marketers are no longer need to crunch numbers manually. AI tools now offer conversational reporting, meaning you can ask natural language questions like, "What was our top performing channel last quarter?" And you get an instant visual insight. Okay, creating images also. Visuals matter more than ever. We all know that. And now AI tools like Midjourney, DALL-E, and Canvas AI features allow marketers to generate design concepts, social creatives, and branded visuals on the fly. Diba? No graphic design background needed. So also learning how to code. So this one surprises people. But yes, marketers are now using AI to write scripts, debug codes, build landing pages, or automate repetitive tasks, even if you're not a developer. AI lowers the barrier to technical execution. So our takeaway here is that you don't need to master every tool. It's about recognizing where AI can save you time, unlock your ideas, and expand your capabilities. Because in 2025, the marketers who thrive won't just be creative thinkers, they'll be AI literate creators. Okay? Now that we've seen how AI is being used on the ground from copywriting to analyzing data, let's zoom in a little further, kasi 'di ba, iba-iba rin ang style ng paggamit depending on the kind of marketing you do. Whether you're in the world of B2B or business to consumer, may kanya-kanyang diskarte yan pagdating sa AI. So here's the breakdown. Let's see where you fit and how you can level up with AI. AI is being used differently in business to business versus B2C marketing, but both share one thing in common. AI. So AI is now essential to their strategy and execution. Okay. So the goals and pace of B2B and B2C marketing are different. For B2B, it's long. For business to business, it's often long-term relationship driven and focus on logic and ROI. For business to consumers, it's fast-paced, emotional, and driven by trends, impulse, and visual storytelling. So naturally, AI use cases follow those differences. So for business to business marketers, creating video demos, product walkthroughs, and presentation, AI helps you scale those explainer style assets that are crucial for decision makers. Kung dati kailangan mo ng production team, ngayon isang prompt lang may video ka na. Diba? Planning content calendars. Agents like ChatGPT or Claude can map out a month's worth of LinkedIn content based on your audience and your goals. So, hindi na kailangan mag-content crisis tuwing Monday morning. Di ba? Dahil dyan. So, drafting content briefs automatically using tools to instantly generate outlines for white papers, blog posts, or case studies. That saves you time, plus also alignment is ensured. Now, for business to consumers marketers naman, turning blog posts into TikToks, repurposing is easier than ever. With AI, a long blog becomes a script, then becomes a short form video. Kung mahina ang engagement mo, baka kailangan lang i-convert ang content mo para sa Gen Z. Okay? So, auto-generating product visuals, you don't need a studio. That's not a problem. AI tools can create lifestyle product shots or add variations quickly. So, mas mabilis gumawa ng pang Shopee or IG ads kahit walang photo shoot using AI tools. And analyzing consumer behavior. AI-powered analytics tools gives fast feedback on what's working and what your audience want next. So, hindi mo na kailangang hulaan kung anong trend ang susunod. AI will tell you. Okay? So what are the common grounds is ROI. Whether you're selling to businesses or consumers, one thing is clear. You can't measure it, you can't scale it. Okay? AI powered reporting is now non-negotiable. It's the bridge between creativity and strategy. Every marketer needs to walk it. Okay? So iba-iba man ang galaw ng business to business at B2C, pareho silang may isang goal. Gumamit ng AI para mas mapabilis, mapaganda, at masukat ang ginagawa nila. So, gusto mo ng growth, wag ka lang maging creative, maging data-driven using AI. Okay? So, AI is clearly helping us create faster, think smarter, and execute better. But let's be real for a second. Hindi lahat smooth, okay? Not everyone is riding the AI wave confidently. In fact, marami pa rin nalulunod or overwhelmed. Let's talk about the elephant in the room or the learning curve, okay? Okay, so AI is powerful, yes, but without the right understanding and strategy, it can feel overwhelming instead of empowering. So this is a new tech. It's evolving fast, and for many marketers, it's not just new tool. It's a new mindset. Okay, so it says here that 54% of marketers feel overwhelmed just trying to implement AI, and honestly, hindi naman nakakapagtaka. Sobrang dami kasi ng tools, ng AI tools, kaya hindi mo na alam alin ang uunahin mo. From ChatGPT to Claude to Midjourney to Gemini, AI tools are everywhere. And when you're juggling campaigns, deadlines, clients, and strategy work, it gets really paralyzing real fast. But here's the thing, this overwhelm isn't about capability. It's about clarity. Clarity on what tool to use, when to use it, and how to make it work for your actual goals. And the challenge is measurement. Many still don't know how to measure AI's real impact. So you probably thought this too. Okay, nagamit ko yung AI, pero naging effective ba yun? Worth it ba? So let's be honest. Using AI is one thing, but proving that it helped you hit your KPIs, that's another game altogether. So you ask yourself, did it actually drive revenue? Did it improve engagement or conversions? Or did it just save time, but not necessarily create better results? So this gap between usage and measurement is one of the biggest reasons why marketers feel unsure about AI. And it's why AI That's why AI literacy is no longer optional. It's a skill set, a mindset, a new part of our job description. Okay? So now let's talk about the big shift in roles. Marketing used to be just write content, right? But now, dati content lang yan. Ngayon, kailangan marunong kang mag-prompt, mag-edit ng AI output, at marunong kang mag-measure. So, if you want to know about prompt engineering, please watch this video. And, okay, so today's marketer needs to be a prompt engineer, which was our previous topic webinar. Prompt engineering, an AI editor, and a data translator all in one. So this is not to scare you, but this is to empower you. Because if you embrace the shift now, you'll be ahead of the curve. But if you ignore it, AI won't replace your job. It'll just replace how your job is done. Okay? And guess what? Someone else who learned faster will be ready to take the opportunity. So yes, my learning curve, yes, nakaka-overwhelm, but it's also a season of unlearning and upgrading. So let's stop being afraid of AI and start being fluent in it because this is the kind of marketer the future needs. Okay? Now, okay, so marketers are being expected to adapt quickly to things like prompt engineering, data privacy, editing AI generated content, measuring AI performance, and data quality assurance. So let's talk about each. Let's be real, the marketing world isn't just evolving anymore, it's being rewritten fast. And here's what marketers are now expected to know not just in 5 years, but right now. So kung dati nagsusulat ka lang ng caption, ngayon dapat marunong kang mag-prompt. And marketers are now expected to talk to AI like a pro, whether it's ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini. The better your prompt, the better your output. And this isn't just about efficiency, it's about creativity and control. So kung hindi ka marunong mag-prompt, you're letting AI lead instead of you. Now, when it comes to data privacy, saan napupunta yung data natin? With AI tools everywhere, marketers have to understand how data is stored, shared, and protected. And the trust of your audience depends on this. If you're careless with AI and privacy, you're not just risking your campaign, you're risking your brand. And with AI, with editing AI generated content, AI ang gumawa pero ikaw dapat ang mag-refine. AI can write, but can it capture your brand voice, your tone, or your culture? Marketers now need to review, refine, and rehumanize AI content because what works technically doesn't always resonate emotionally. Also have measuring AI performance. Okay, ginamit natin yung AI, pero effective ba? Just using AI isn't enough. Marketers are now expected to track its ROI to prove that automation actually moved the needle. So you need to ask, did this AI generated email convert? Did our chatbot reduce bounce rates? Is this workflow driving actual results? And lastly, data quality assurance. AI tools are only as good as the data you feed them. So now part of a marketer's role is to check the source, clean the inputs, and verify the outputs because one wrong data point can spiral into a bad campaign real fast. So the bottom line here is that AI isn't removing marketers, it's redefining them. From creatives to AI strategists, from storytellers to data protectors, from copywriters to prompt engineers, and while it can feel overwhelming, dito lumalabas ang tunay na value ng isang modern marketer. But here's a twist, those who learn now win later. So kapag inaral mo ngayon habang lahat pa ay confused, ikaw ang may iwan sa taas later. So this is the time to invest in AI literacy, learning communities, practice with low stakes tools like ChatGPT. Hindi mo kailangan maging expert agad, pero kailangan mo magsimula. Okay, so kung nalulula ka sa AI, know this. Hindi ka nag-iisa. But it's also a reminder na habang others are scared, ikaw, you're here learning. Okay, so and speaking of learning, let's move on to the biggest shifts in AI marketing right now. And no, we're not just talking about Google anymore, ha? How AI has changed search. Okay, so AI tools like ChatGPT are changing how people search, and marketers need to show up where the searchers are happening. Consumer behavior. Consumer behavior is evolving, and search is no longer just typing on Google. So what does that mean? It says here that 31% of Gen Z now use AI platforms or chatbots to find information online. So, ang ibig sabihin, hindi na sila nagtatanong kay Google, nagtatanong na sila kay ChatGPT. More than one in three consumers say they want AI to help with online research. That means brands need to be searchable in AI tools too. Okay? Consumer behavior is evolving. Search isn't just typing keywords on Google anymore. So, the 31% of Gen Z using eight AI platforms to use ChatGPT to find answers. Hindi na sila nagtatanong kay Google, nagtatanong na sila kay ChatGPT. Think about that. This new generation is growing up trusting AI tools the same way we trusted search engines like Google. And that changes everything from SEO to how we position our content. And here's another important insight. More than one in three consumers now say they want AI to help them with online research, meaning they don't want to sift through 10 blogs anymore because diba, time consuming. They want summaries, insights, direct answers. Hindi na sila naghahanap ng article, gusto nila sagot agad. That's the expectation now. So if your brand isn't showing up inside these AI conversations, you're invisible. Okay? So marketers now need to think, how does my brand show up in AI assisted search? So itry nyo nga, itanong kay ChatGPT kung kilala nila kayo. Try to prompt and ask ChatGPT, who is blah blah blah. You ask ChatGPT, and if your brand or if your name comes, then um, that's another that's you're in another level. Okay, so does ChatGPT know who we are? Is our content optimized for AI, not just SEO? Says here that 19% of marketers are already building SEO for generative AI. So that's not futuristic, that's today's strategy. And diba, some marketers are already adapting. It says here that 19% of marketers have started building SEO strategies for generative AI, and they're optimizing content not just for Google but for ChatGPT too and other AI-driven search tool. They're asking, if someone asks ChatGPT about CRM tools, will my brand show up? How can I structure my content to be featured in AI-generated responses? So these are the kinds of questions modern marketers need to be asking. Okay? So, kung iniisip mo pa rin na AI search is pang next year, sorry, pero nauna na yung ibang marketers. They are already doing it. Okay? They're already testing, optimizing, and showing up. So, this is your signal to start doing it right now as well. Okay? So, The future of search is already here, and it's not just about keywords anymore, it's about visibility in AI powered conversations, which AI powered conversations, please watch it here. And the brands who figure this out first, sila ang mahahanap, sila ang maaalala, sila ang pipiliin. Okay? So, kumbaga, hindi ka na lang dapat number one sa Google. Kailangan ma-mention ka rin ni ChatGPT. So now it's not just about ranking on search engines. It's about being part of the conversation when consumers ask AI. Kung hindi ka visible sa AI tools, you're invisible to your future customers. Okay? There. Now that we've unpacked the shifts, the tools, and the challenges, one thing is crystal clear. AI isn't replacing marketers, it's replacing manual, repetitive marketing. So, marketers who thrive today aren't the ones who can do it all manually, but those who know to leverage AI without losing the human touch. So, AI can write captions, but it cannot capture your brand's voice without you. AI can suggest strategies, but it won't understand your audience like you do. AI can analyze data, but it's your insight that turn data into action. And your real value is now in your strategy, knowing what matters most and where to steer the brand. Storytelling, crafting messages that connect. Creativity, bringing fresh ideas AI cannot replace, and your prompting skills, using AI as a tool, not a crutch. So, kung dati ikaw ang tagagawa, ngayon ikaw ang nagdidikta ng direksyon sa mga AI tools na ito. At ang totoong kalaban mo ngayon, yung hindi mga nag-a-adjust. Pero ikaw, you showed up your learning and that's your edge. And that's exactly what this webinar and your next steps are all about. Now, not just surviving the AI shift, but leading through it. So, thank you so much for joining today's session. We hope this gave you fresh insights, practical takeaways, and the right mindset to approach AI in marketing. If this shifted your thinking or sparked an idea, please do drop a comment below. Join our live chat, share what you want to share, tag a teammate or your classmates who needs to hear this or who needs this. Mas masaya tong learning journey kapag sabay-sabay tayong umaangat. So, coming up next for our next webinar is Gen Z Career Power, how to get hired and paid in 2025. So, that's happening on May 31, our final episode for our May webinar series. So, I hope to see you once again there, guys. Thank you so much for all joining. I'll still be there in the live chat. So, if you need anything, if you have concerns, I'll be chatting with you here in the live chat. So, don't go away just yet. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here and appreciate you all. Have a wonderful night. Before you go, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and like our social media page, Quiet Marketing PH. Join our Facebook group, Free Marketing Webinars Philippines. And don't forget to answer our webinar testimonial form. I'll share all the links here in our live chat. And for your e-certificates, it'll follow shortly. So please do check your emails. All right. So thanks so much once again and have a great night. Bye.